All right, welcome folks to Last Week I Learned. I'm trying out two tools today, actually. This is Zoom Clips. Loom is charging me to download videos, and I'm not quite there yet with Loom on the relationship timeline to start paying. So we're trying out Zoom Clips. Let me know what you think. Right. Without further ado, we're checking out Lex today. I'm gonna do one product today and just kind of deep dive it. I'm gonna take you through the onboarding. So I've done that. I've used this once before. This is built on top of Google Docs in some fancy way, which I think is pretty cool and smart. The creator of this is also really great to follow. I just was reading about him today. Really interesting person. Yeah, I highly recommend Matter. The reading app I use has a really great tool, I guess really great newsletter kind of throwing out cool content they've seen from people that curate content. And so that's how I've stumbled on Lex again. I'm going to try it out. I don't know that it'll replace 750 words, but I might use it to kind of, I don't know, try out bonus articles or something. So I think it's really interesting. It's kind of like an AI assistant. I don't know what we're personalizing this for. Ooh, let's see. I got all these options. I don't know. I'm doing notes, probably journal entries, blog posts. Not going to use emails. I mean, it's really interesting. You could do grant proposals, funding letters. Wow. Short stories, novels, YouTube scripts, podcast scripts. That's fun. Maybe we'll say we'll do that. I don't know that I'm journalists. That would be a stretch. Hey, this is kind of cool. This makes me want to try to write like a grant proposal with this, but we won't do that now. We'll start with that. Let's see. Interesting. Apparently Lex can help me with this. Three ways. If you want to help with specific person, this is so cool. It's built on top of Google Docs. This is wild. I mean, really smart to not have to rebuild the wheel. Only thing is, this makes it easy for Google to steal it, which worries me. And I think Google is, in fact, building this type of stuff into Google Docs, but you know, they probably still get an interesting business out of this. I expect they'll pivot at some point or get acquired. So good stuff. All right, let's see though. Without further ado, we can chat with Lex in the sidebar. You can type plus plus plus. I gotta say, I'm not a fan of this kind of stuff. I don't like it just generating text. I love the idea of asking it to edit my work. I don't know. I have a friend that does that. He dictates to Whisper and it writes everything down for him, and then drops it into something like here to help him make it better. So I don't know. I like this. Maybe I'll do this. I want to try it with an old article of mine. I think it's called Knowing Your Nature. This is something I wrote back in college. It's always something I've fiddled with. And yeah, it's not there. This is one I was curious about too. What do you see in the fire? This is old song I read or I listened to and tried to write something on. I've not seen this writing in a long time, so we'll see if we can make it better. That'd be fun. Um, oh, I guess that's not my title. What do you see in the fire? I mean, first thoughts here. I like the interface. This stuff's good. Apparently, I get commands, which is fun. I just want you to be a paragraph. Let's see. It is a 6 minute song. That's wild. So let's see. I don't know. Start here. Okay, so I ask Lex. I want to make the narrative here more clear. I don't know. Let's start with that. Could you specify the that's a good question. Okay, actually, I'm gonna ask it. Can you find repetitive phrases in here and suggest alternatives? I realize I'm using in the stanza in reading a lot. Um, oh, this is okay. Let's start by identifying repetitive phrases. I found something new in this stanza. In fact, yeah, it picked up the same thing I did. Um, I don't know. That's kind of cool. Good stuff. Good job, Lex. Maybe I'll use this actually. So I'm kind of building out this process for writing. And so what I'm trying to do is I write stuff in 750 words and then I'm going to try to drop it into Grammarly and fix like, big mistakes and then maybe I'll drop this into my workflow. So, interesting. Yeah, kind of fun stuff from Lex. It's like a nice text editor. I would use it for editing and maybe generating ideas. I don't know. I don't. I was thinking about this. I was writing today and it was raining, so I wrote about rain. And I was thinking about maybe having like random seed phrases pop in that I could like that would nudge me to write about one thing or the other. So maybe I'll use Lex for that experiment and see how it is. But overall, like it. I want to see these. Oh, so this is the kind of, oh, you can insert it. Maybe that's what I'll do. Insert a random word. This command palette. That's nice. That's kind of cool that it shows AI written text. Good stuff. Well, props to Lex. We'll see if they get acquired. That would be my guess as to what happens with this company. But I think it's worth trying out as an editing helper. So it's free, which is nice too. I think Grammarly has this, but you have to pay for it. So that is my review of Lex. Thank you so much for joining me, folks, and have a good one.